Yo, what's going on, fellas? What's happening on this great Tuesday morning? Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully your morning's off to a good start. Let's take a little break from what you got going on. Let's settle on into some sports and some sports talk as well. Love having you guys here bright and early with me every single day. Feels good just to sit back, kind of chill, talk about the previous day, look forward to today's days in sports. Love to see it right there. Hey, let's make sure we, of course, recap yesterday, then let's get into today's action. We, of course, got MLB preview coming up at 11 a.m. Eastern time on the Payoff pitch. I'm going to break down today's entire MLB slate and give you guys some good picks along the way. First, let's go ahead and recap yesterday. Well, we'll throw up that recap, and we're going to ring that cash register again after a 3-in-1 day and plus 1.47 units. Sat here last week. Remember last week we made money on a Monday, which admittedly is kind of rare for around here. We said we're going to have a big week, and we almost won 8 units, winning 7.77 units. Feel it coming again, boys. Another Monday of turning a profit, which is rare around here. I think that's just going to catapult us into another really big week. We, of course, got tripped up on the tennis parlay. We had a 3-legged tennis parlay. One leg loses there with Rune as he's unable to get the win. A little bit of a frustrating match to sit there and watch that one. You had the young kid there, Rune, really just give up. And you see that in tennis. Guys will get down and they'll just completely just lose it. But also with Rune, with being a young guy, and you see it, and you can also see it go two ways, right? They can make a good shot, and then that good shot can kind of catapult them, throughout the match. Well, the same kind of opposite if something bad happens. Rune, I just remember one time, most blatantly, I think it was in the third set, he was up a break, and I think he was on his return game. But either way, he hits a shot long, and as soon as the ball is called out, he starts motioning to the ground, starts just getting visually frustrated. He's making gestures to his box, and he ends up losing that game, losing the next 2 points. And he just let 1 point catapult into losing the game, then he loses the set. And you can get that with young players, and you hate to see it, and Rune's just got to be better there. It just can't let that steamroll. He dusted this guy at Wimbledon, 3 sets to love. Hell, he had never beaten a top 10 player before yesterday, and of course he knocks off the number 4 player. He went into the match pissed off that he was playing on court 5. Well, there you go. That's why you're on court 5, I guess, right there, man. Can't handle the pressure. So really bad performance right there. But we didn't let that loss deter us. We knew we had 3 excellent MLB bets. Talked about these, obviously, on the Payoff pitch, and I was quite bullish. I thought we were going to go 3-0 yesterday in the MLB, and that's exactly what we did. We had that Phillies team total over 4.5. I'm going to go ahead and run that same play back again today. Why not, right? Philly's still hitting lefties. They're still hitting righties. We don't really give a shit what comes out of the bullpen. And what we do know comes out of that bullpen, it's not very good for the Angels. So we got an easy over 4.5 team total hit right there. What about the Astros and Red Sox over 9.5? That one soars over a 13-4 game. I'm going to go ahead and run that back again today. Why the hell not? 2 offenses that are on fire, 2 bullpens that remain in the bottom 10 of the MLB. Why the hell would you not run back that play? We will be running back that play again today. And then we end it with Blake Snell over 16.5 outs. Guy's going to take years off your life watching him because, god damn, his control, it's so, you can have a guy have such amazing strikeout stuff, but then he can just walk the hell out of batters. And that's what he was doing the 4th inning when I sent out that tweet, please throw a strike. He gives up the single there to Goldschmidt, walks the bases loaded, and then records 2 straight strikeouts. That 1 inning is Blake Snell in a nutshell. Wild-ass control, but also absolutely electric stuff when he wants to dial in and get focused. He goes 7 strong. Did you guys see people giving out the Cardinals yesterday on social media? You like backing the team with the worst batting average versus left-handed pitchers? And Blake Snell is an absolute dog on the mound. Yeah, he'll walk a couple batters, but he's an absolute dog. And people took the Cardinals in that game. Some of that shit's laughable, what people do around here. So, hey, good 3-0 day on the MLB. Overcome the early loss in tennis, plus 1.47 units. Look out, boys. Get on board this week. You guys know we're on an incredible 4-week run, picking up profits on a Monday. I got a feeling we're going to steamroll that action straight on into this week. So love to see that right there. Let's hop on into the comment section, then let's talk a couple things, football, soccer, what have you as well. Sweet! What's up, Thad? Hope you're doing well, man. Good morning to you, Thad. Good morning. You hit the NRFI as well. Leans were on fire. And I went through the notes today. Obviously, I delete all the notes every morning and then remake the notes with the current day. I think the Mets were the only thing that screwed me in terms of leans, and they were winning that game going into the top of the ninth inning. So, yeah, bullpen didn't come through. Shit happens, but good plus money win right there. Oh, yeah, Greinke's walks. Yeah. Damn, has he ever walked 2 straight batters all season? He walked 2 straight batters in that second inning. Yeah, you're right. That lean didn't hit. But the NRFI hit. That was that plus money. Love that. Glad you hit that one, Thad. Good morning, Nick. Morning, my man. Hope you're doing well, Nick. Good morning. Good morning to you. I want to see the OG members out there of winning bets. I, yesterday, logged into Barstool Sportsbook. First time in, shit, I don't even know. I uploaded $1,600 into Barstool Sportsbook. Anybody got, football's coming around the corner. Anybody got an idea what I might be doing with that $1,600? Anybody? Anybody got a thought? Anybody got a guess as to what we might be doing with that $1,600? Now, it's going to be unofficial plays. I'm not going to blindly bet NFL dogs, but I put $1,600 in Sportsbook. I'm going to track it all season long and see what these NFL dogs can do. So every dog this season, I'm going to put $100 on it. I'll let it go until it runs out, or we'll let it go until the end of the season when we make some amounts of money. I just think it's going to be really cool to kind of track that throughout the entire season. And to force myself to do it and track it, we're not going to put $10 or $5. We're going to put $100 on every single game. So that's what it is. We'll track it. It'll be unofficial plays. It will not be official plays. We, of course, hope to hit some NFL dogs throughout the season. But with just blind betting this shit, nah, it's going to be unofficial plays. We'll make them here live on this daily show. Every day. We'll do it. So we'll kick that off next week because the NFL is starting very soon, boys. Let's go. Underdogs in the NFL. I bet we're going to turn a profit in that. We'll see. I bet that's going to be a fun little journey doing that. I look forward to that. It's going to be cool. We've got some NFL, or not some NFL action. Got some soccer action today. EFL Cups. Lots of Premier League teams in action today. In fact, there's 6 teams in the Premier League in action today. A lot of them are actually on the road, so I think you're going to see a lot of over 2.5 hits because I love the teams in lower division at home getting a goal. I'm loving over 2.5 in a lot of these EFL Cup games today that involve the Premier League teams. I'll put together a free roll, but I didn't do Luton Town that free roll. Luton, whoa. They may be a Premier League team, but holy hell, they were abysmal against Brighton. They were god-awful against Chelsea, and I know those are 2 of the better teams in the Premier League, but they didn't do a goddamn thing against Chelsea on Friday night. So I'm going to do all the Premier League teams, I think, but Luton Town. I don't think I can get and trust Luton Town. So, all right, I think it's going to be a fun day, boys. I'm looking forward to sitting back and just kind of ringing that cash registers throughout the day with you guys. What we got here in the comments? We got Jay saying the Yankees treated you last night. Man, it seemed the whole world was on the Tigers yesterday, weren't they? Weren't they, Jay? Not Jay. Picking up a good plus money winner with the Yankees. Congratulations, Jay. That was a good hit. That was a good hit. I gave Reese Olson over 5.5 Ks. He had 10 strikeouts, I think. I knew he ended the game with 10, but he had like 10 through 3 innings. Now, I missed on the outs prop on him. He got his pitch count ran way up. He pitched well. His pitch count got a little out of control, and he was already at 100 pitches in the 5th inning. So missed the outs prop, but did hit the K prop and hit that one nice and easy. Jay picking up a plus money winner with the Yankees. Jay, are you going to do it again today? They're a dog again today, and they're facing a left-hander. Now you know that is their strength. You've been hanging out here on the payoff pitch long enough, Jay. You going to take the Yankees again today? They're my dog of the day, Jay. I mean, if they can win with a right-hander on the mound, surely they can hit. They can do much better today with a left-hander on the mound. I like the Yankees today. It's dog of the day. Dog of the day. You know that Yankees bullpen is great. You know that Yankees bullpen is great. But Yankees bullpen is in nice shape, too, after Severino goes 7 strong yesterday. Yankees are the dog of the day today. I don't get why they're a dog facing a left-hander. I get it. When they're facing a right-hander, they suck versus right-handers. They're a great dog today, Jay. I'm wondering if you're on it. Yes, Dad, we were betting NFL underdogs. You are right. NFL dogs, baby. Woo, woo. See if we can do it. How many people do we got, by the way? Have you joined the NFL Eliminator group? Have you joined the NFL Pigskin Pick'em group? We're giving away multiple hundreds of dollars. If you haven't get in there, down in this video description, you can find the links to all 3 of those groups. Hop on in there and compete. I want to say there's 20 20-ish or so people. Not the same groups from last year, because I did want people that aren't active members of, watching the show and enjoying the content to just join the group and, take my money, so to speak. So they are new groups from last year. So you do need to grab the information down in this video description if you want to, join those groups and hopefully take my money. But more importantly, just have fun. Like, even if you don't win, hey, just get in there and have fun. Just get in there and have some fun. It's NFL. Sorry, gent. Walk 2 straight batters. Like, literally, I bet that hasn't happened all season. Tough one there, fellas. Tough one. Morning, Tim. What's up, man? What's up, dude? What are you up to this morning, man? Is it good weather where you're at today? Does it feel like it's shifting on into fall where you're at, Tim? We got fall here in Chicago. It instantly dropped 20 degrees. What's today? Yeah, it's only 74 today. Is that going to be the high? What do we got here for a high today? It'll touch 81 degrees, but yeah, it feels like fall around here. Yeah, that's presumably about the 80s. Not sure I'm going to get off work and going to go look at the slate. All right, Jay. I trust your handicapping, Jay. Let's go, man. Let's go. There. That is an LOL. I'm looking to save myself $25. I remember last week I did win a few of the pick'em weeks, and I was able to keep my $25. I wouldn't do that. If I win the Eliminator, though, I'll give away $250, I think I said? Yeah, I'll give away $250 even if I win the Eliminator, whoever finishes in second. Because you guys will finish in second, goddammit, because I am winning it. By the way, is everybody not on the Ravens? Like, be honest. Are you not on the Ravens? I looked the other day. The Ravens have 26, I think, % of the picks. The next was the Chiefs at like 11%. So the public is heavy on the Ravens in week 1. It's at home against a rookie quarterback in the Texans. Texans, I don't know if they'll be better. I mean, you just don't know what you're going to get out of rookies, right? I mean, that is the hardest position to obviously make the jump and compete at this level. I don't know, the Texans, I assume they'll be decent, but on the road, Thad, you're on. I know Thad's on the Ravens. He's a Ravens fan. Thad, you looked at that slate in NFL Week 1. I mean, what else are you trusting on Eliminator? Let's go pull up the game. What else are you seriously going to trust over the Ravens? What are you gonna trust? Let's see. NFL Week 1. Are you really going to take a stab at the Chiefs? Not bad. Lions were awfully competitive last season, but I do agree. Chiefs probably at home, kick off the season, yada, yada, probably get the win. Ravens, minus 470 on the money line, minus 9.5 point spread. That's the biggest favorite of the week. Biggest favorite of NFL Week 1 is the Ravens. I've locked in on the Ravens on the Eliminator contest. 49ers, Steelers, that shit's kind of a toss-up, and I would kind of like the Steelers at home as an underdog. I would like the Steelers at home as a dog. Jaguars, Colts. Yeah, Jaguars probably win. Jaguars probably get the win. Cardinals, Commanders. Shit, flip a coin. Both those teams are going to suck. Yeah, flip a coin. I mean, Commanders probably at home, because isn't Kyler Murray starting the year on pub? I think I saw Kyler Murray starting the year on pub. So yeah, Commanders probably get it done. Buccaneers, Vikings. Yeah, Vikings probably win the game. Bengals, Browns. Probably the Bengals. Titans, Saints. That's tough. I would probably be interested in taking the Titans with the points on the road. Probably interested in the over on that one too. Panthers, Falcons. I like the Falcons at home. Eagles, Patriots. I don't like going against Bill Belichick. That does not do me well, going against Bill Belichick. Packers, Bears. That's coin flippy game, a 1.5 point spread. Raiders, Broncos. I guess the Broncos will win the game. Rams, Seahawks. I like the Seahawks in that game for sure. Dolphins, Chargers. Give me the over. Cowboys, Giants. That's tough. Giants were awfully good last season in close games. That's tough. That's a tough one. And the Bills, Jets. I mean, we know the Bills are winning that game. Which, by the way, where's Lee in the comments section? Where's Lee? Because I'm getting a jersey. I got a jersey. I want to do that more this season with you guys. If your team is going up head to head against Bills Mafia, the best team in the NFL, hit me up and let's do a wager. I already got one side wager for NFL Week 1. Is Lee. Again, you guys see him in the comment section all the time. If I win, he's going to buy me a jersey. If the Jets somehow win, then I got to buy him a jersey. And I want to do that, so let me know, guys. You're not picking the Ravens. I'll tell you Week 1 Commanders. You're going to take the Commanders against the Cardinals? I mean, yeah. At home, I hear you. This should win. I agree. Let's keep that broom near. We got 3 more. We're going to go 3-0 today in the MLB again today, Brian. I can feel it. Love the vibes you're putting out, Brian. I love it. I love it. Broom's still out from sweeping last night. I love it, Brian. Let's go, boys. Let's go, boys. That damn tennis parlay yesterday. Ugh, I'm annoying. You're really going to take the Commanders? I mean, they should beat the Cardinals. Maybe that is the second best pick. Are they doing Sam Howell? Is that going to be their starter? I don't know that fucking guy. I'm not coming off the Ravens pick. Do you guys do that too? Like if you pick something and then if you come off the pick, doesn't you always bite you in the ass when you come off of something? Like that always bites me in the ass. If I come off of a pick, whatever I go to loses. Whatever I go to loses. I'm going to stay on the Ravens. Biggest favorite of the weekend. I love everything about it. Rookie quarterback on the road, Week 1. I'm locked in on the Ravens. Locked in on the Ravens. I'm not coming off of it. Dad's going to roll with the Commanders. I hear you, man. It's really hard to disagree, and really hard to disagree with last year's defending champion. Last year's defending champion, Thad. So hard to disagree with that. I'm looking it over again. I can't wait to start betting some NFL, boys. I can't wait. Yeah. Why is there no 2 Monday Night Football games? I thought always on the first year they did 2 Monday Night Football games. They did one on the East Coast, and then they always give you a West Coast Monday Night Football game. Not the case this year. So just Bills, Jets. It's fine by me. I wouldn't watch the other game anyways. I'd be locked in on the Bills. Minus 130 on the road, minus 2.5 point spread. If you're going to fade the Jets, you do fade them early when hopefully they don't have the chemistry and the rhythm quite built up yet. A lot of new parts, obviously, on offense. Yeah, Bills are winning that game. Starting off 1-0. Lee, I got to start going to the Bills shop and picking out my jersey. All right, fellas, what's going on? You guys ready to talk some MLB? We're going to do so live at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Live at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, we're going to talk some MLB full slate preview, 15 games. I've, of course, already tweeted out 3 plays. I'm not going to add to it, but doesn't mean my leans aren't just as good, and also doesn't mean my leans aren't heavily researched. So make sure you hang around and get those picks. Man, I come back and scratch you. Tim, what's going on? 69. Let's hope that stays. Here in the Bluegrass State this morning. Nice break from the heat. I hear that. Golfers out in full force. Yeah, I hear that, man. I hear that. Tim. Love to see it. Love to see it, boys. Love to see it. All right, boys. All right, let's. What do we got here? We got about a minute until we get to the payoff pitch here. We got. Looks like we've got. What do we got? Hold on, pulling this up. I'm curious how many people are in these groups. How many people am I competing against on a weekly basis? Eliminator, we are up to. Let's see. Show groups. 19. 19. Nate, Lucas, Tim, Sean, Madux, Jared, Carlton, Michaela, Razia, Brian, Tyler, me, Connie, Bonnie, Lee. There's Lee. Lee got in there. Ryan, Thad, Bill, and Joel. All right, cool. Good. 19 people in there. Let's go, boys. All right, let's throw up that slate. Let's get ready for payoff pitch, boys. Let's talk some MLB. Let's help put some money in your pocket. Let's go, boys. Let's do it. Let's get it. Oh, here we go. A question for Nick. Do you dabble in fantasy? I used back in the day. It just comes down to a time issue now. Although I guess it wouldn't really require much more time. I mean, I handicap this shit daily. Well, I don't know. I just don't do it. Would you consider hosting a best bet league on Underdog, maybe like a 12-teamer? I definitely don't want to host anything because if time does get crunched, then I feel bad. I would let the league down on maintaining and running the league. So Yeah, I'm not gonna hold off on that, Nick. Just got enough going on, occupying the time. All right, let's hop on payoff pitch, boys. Let's get it. Hey there, baseball fans. It's time to talk today's MLB slate. A full slate today in the MLB. We look forward to breaking it down. We do it every single day, live at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Live at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. We call it the payoff pitch. I give you my best bet of the day. I give you my favorite dog of the day. What about my favorite two-team parlay, pitching and hitting props? You get it all right here on the payoff pitch. Coming off yesterday's 3-0 sweep. Hit that like button if you were part of yesterday's 3-0 sweep. The leans were pretty good yesterday. Mets were definitely a little bit of a heartbreaker there, losing our dog of the day, but otherwise mostly good there on the lean. So we look to continue that, even do a little bit better on today's episode. Let's just jump right on into it. Today's episode will probably quick because yesterday's bets mirror yesterday. Today's leans even kind of mirror yesterday. I mean, you kind of get that in baseball, right? What you like on one day will kind of, stay the same throughout a series. That's not, breaking news by any stretch. So look forward to jumping into it. One thing I didn't mention yesterday that we do need to mention today, remind everybody, last season we stopped doing payoff pitch after Labor Day. So this is the last full week of doing payoff pitch is going to be this week. But if you still like MLB previews, I do a daily show every single morning right here on this YouTube channel. That daily show is just going to be a little bit longer. I'm still going to preview some MLB. I think it'll be less of the 9-inning format, more of whatever picks I like. I'll, of course, justify them, and then I'll do a rapid-fire session where I'll give out an over-under and a money line on each game. So that'll be happening next week. So still will definitely get your MLB preview. It'll just kind of be in a little bit different way. So, all right, with that being said, let's jump into today's action. Let's go around the bases where we'll take some games and break them down. Let's just kick it off right off the top. Athletics are taking on the Mariners. I'm going to do the Mariners F5 team total, which you saw them yesterday face the left-hander there in Muller. We talked about it, and they got an easy cash. I'm going to go right back to that well and do that F5 team total because they're going up against another left-hander today in Waddlechuck. They really rocked him back in May. They got 5 runs off of him in 2.2 innings pitched. Waddlechuck is just really atrocious. 6.05 ERA, a 1.67 with opponent's batting average, which I love that stat, of 287. And he's actually got worse road splits than home splits, and he's, of course, on the road tonight. For example, he's got a 4.44 ERA at home, but on the road, it's 7.43. His opponent's batting average on the road is over 300. He should just be in for it really rough. And we've got numbers on the Mariners versus left-handers. We briefly talked about it yesterday in Rapid Fire. I have never all season talked numbers like this. How about they're hitting 404? How about their slugging 736? How about an OPS of 1.196 and a weighted runs created no shit of 231? 231. I mean, literally have never spoken those numbers this entire season. To say this is a hot offense is the understatement, I think, of the season. This offense is rolling. Other than getting tripped up, I think it was on Sunday they lost to the Royals. Otherwise, I think they're on a very impressive, winners of 11 of 12 or some crazy stat like that. This offense is scorching hot. Waddlechuck's in for a rough day. I'm going Mariners F5 team total over 2.5 runs to go ahead and kick off this show. And then I want to do a little bit of rinse and repeat from last night. Phillies team total over 4.5 runs. Anyone? I'm not going to elaborate this one on too much. We talked about how the Phillies hit lefties and righties. They're going up against a lefty today in Tyler Anderson, and while maybe they haven't seen him yet this season, they saw him last season. They got 7 runs off of him in 6 innings pitched, so obviously that would be a great cash for us. Some fantastic batting averages off Tyler Anderson. You got Turner hits 500, Harper hits 500, Real Moto hits 300, Schwarber hits 333, and Baum hits 333. All the guys except for Castellanos sees the ball really well out of Anderson's hand, and they all have great batting averages. And again, we know that Angels bullpen, if we're looking for runs late, and we know that bullpen can certainly come through for us and give us a couple of runs late. So Phillies Phillies full game team total over 4.5 runs. Rinse and repeat and run that winner back from yesterday. All right, it's time to shut up and pitch, and let's do that here and shut up and pitch. What about Gavin Williams? What about Gavin Williams there of the Cleveland Guardians? What about going over on his Ks? Over on his Ks, and we're really just attacking the Twins, have a very high and actually, in fact, league worst K percentage at 32.8. You start getting around 29 and above, that's when you love taking a guy over on his strikeout props. He's at 32.8. The Twins also haven't seen Gavin Williams this season, so I think there's an opportunity at least for him to come out of the gate, really rack up those Ks, hit an over, and then maybe, sure, Gavin Williams does get hit, because you do got to acknowledge the Twins, while they strike out a lot, they've got a decent, good batting average, a really okay slugging, and a decent weighted runs created right now against right-handers. But I do like Gavin Williams at least early getting Ks against a Twins team that has been K-heavy all season long. Look for Gavin Williams to go over on his Ks. And then I just want to kind of fire some out. They are kind of juicy, but I think they're certainly worth mentioning because I love the plays. What about Michael Lorenzen over 17.5 outs? Just going to fade the Angels versus right-handers. We've talked about that, certainly enough. So I like Michael Lorenzen to go 6 strong. I think you'll win that one on the hook as he goes 6 innings. Dean Kremer, I also like him to go over 17.5 outs against a scuffling White Sox team. Saw it last night. They didn't do a damn thing against those Orioles. So give me Dean Kremer over 17.5 outs. And what about that Astros-Red Sox game? You could take both of those starters and go under their 17.5 outs. Don't care that Bello had a nice outing 5 days ago against the Astros. That's probably not going to happen. And France got lit up against the Red Sox 5 days ago. He's naturally going to improve, I would say, a little bit. But I can't see either one of those guys going over 17.5 outs. So give me the under on each of those. Those guys you could do as single plays. When I was looking them up half hour or so ago, like they're both about minus 110. So those are some good plays. Another one that I like is George Kirby. George Kirby over 18.5 outs, the number one whip in baseball at 1.02 amongst qualified starters. Nobody throws more strikes and gets quick outs than George Kirby. This one's at plus money at plus 115. You get the Athletics come into this game hitting 188 versus right-handers. That's the 28th worst in the major leagues. Slug 330. Their weighted runs created is 77. George Kirby, way back in May, went against the Athletics. He went 7 strong. George Kirby is just a strike throwing, quick outs, absolute machine. He's going to motor through this Athletics lineup. I like him to go over 18.5 outs at plus money. All right, 4th inning long shot. And goddamn, we got to pick ourselves up after yesterday's heartbreaker. We were on the Mets here in the 4th inning yesterday, and I just didn't get it done late in the game. That's going to happen, but you love to be holding the plus money bet going to the 9th inning up. It just didn't quite happen. You know what I like today, though, for my dog of the day, and I've got 2 of them. Let's talk first about the Yankees. Come through yesterday with the right-hander on the mound. Now they're going to get a left-hander today of Scooball, and Scooball is nice. He's got some good numbers. Just the Yankees are too good versus left-handers. We've kind of talked about them. I'll refresh the numbers for you. They slug 610. Their weighted runs created is 151. They do still strike out a little bit at 26.6%, but that's just the nature of the Yankees, right? That's just kind of who they are. It's feast or famine with that team. So I like the Yankees at plus 102. We know that bullpen is really good, really stinking good. So if they could hit a right-hander and get a win, maybe this could be the turn of the Yankees. I'm not saying they're going to go on one of these really impressive wins, but this is a Tigers team that, from a roster construction, like they're the better team. Let's see if they can win 2 in a row. I like the Yankees today at plus 102. And then I also like the Rays as an underdog today against the Marlins. Remember, Savali is a really stinking good pitcher. Obviously, Alcantara is another really good pitcher. But you're going to get massive bullpen and massive hitting advantages, which is why I like the Rays today, even though they are taking on Alcantara. And really, with the Marlins and coming how they're struggling right now, only hitting 204. Their weighted runs created is 66 with a slugging of 341. Savali should have a nice day. Like, he can match Alcantara. Give me the Rays today as small dogs going to face the Marlins today on the road. All right, 5th inning, keep swinging. I think Jose Altuve came through for us yesterday, Denny. He got the cycle. What about Dansby Swanson there of the Chicago Cubs today? He's 8 for 14 against Corbin Burns with 2 home runs. So look at Swansby there for the Cubs to come through. And also Marcus Semien, he's 6 for 13 against Jose Quintana with 3 doubles in his career off of Quintana. So I like those 2 guys. Semien of the Rangers and Swanson there of the Chicago Cubs to go ahead and come through. 6th inning, it's a steal. Yesterday's plus money winner. came through for the people in Pirates Royals. Today's not plus money. It's minus 125, so it's not terrible. It's Rays and Marlins. Well, we've talked about the Marlins team throughout the season. I like Alcantara shutting down the Rays because his numbers are inflated really from like the first 2 months of the season. He just got beat up. He's really turned it around the second half of the season. So I like Alcantara. He's still a dog. He's an absolute beast and expect him to be strong the first time through the lineup. And then Savali, since he joined the Rays, he hasn't given up a run so far in the first inning. He's been clean. He's been giving us some hits. He's given up 4 hits in 4 starts. But it's fine. I'm okay with it. We know the Marlins and how they struggle to score in the first inning. I like NRFI of the day between the Rays, Marlins, minus 125. 7th inning, best bet today. Best bet today. I told you maybe we're going to run back some of yesterday's winner. We've already ran back that Phillies team total. You didn't think we were going to run back that Astros-Red Sox total? You're wrong. We're going to go ahead and run back that Astros-Red Sox total over 9. I really don't even feel like justifying it just because I would literally be saying the same shit I said yesterday. So we'll just keep it all moving. Give me that over in that game. And then the double play. We hit yesterday's double play. What was it? Blue Jays Braves. Blue Jays Braves at even money. It'd be crazy not to do the Braves again today. Today's starter, Peter Lambert, his outs prop is at 13.5. That's just kind of laughable. So yeah, do the Braves today. Charlie Morton, God, the Rockies strike out a lot. The Rockies have regressed a little bit versus right-handers. It's still respectable where I think the Rockies can still contribute to an over. Like you saw the over hit yesterday. It's because the Rockies kicked in with 4 runs. That's all you really need from them to chip in and hit an over. Their Braves will do somewhere similar to what they did yesterday. They'll be around the 10 runs. I'm going to go ahead and parlay the Braves with the Orioles. You saw it yesterday play out. It's just a really gap in talent. The Orioles are really, far and away the better team. So give me an Orioles Braves, and that one also comes in at even money. All right, let's throw these bets here up on the screen. I'm going to go ahead and roll with 3 bets. I'm going to roll that Marlins F5 team total over 2.5. Go ahead and give me that Astros Red Sox over 10 at minus 110. And then I will take the Phillies team total over 4.5. I told you Lambert's out prop was at 13.5. The books don't even think he's going to pitch long enough to qualify for the win. Yes, that leg is minus 800. I could give 2 shits less. I'll gladly drive down the juice there on that Phillies team total. So give me that one at minus 117. All right, let's hop into the sports book. Let's go ahead and talk every single game from money line, run line, and over-under perspective. Let's do it. Any homer leans. I did see Dinger Tuesdays over. I would say either one of those guys. They got great. Swansea is really good off Burns, and Simeon is really good off Quintana. Either one of those guys, I like them. Let's see. All right, let's pull up Swish Analytics and see of today's who's hit the most bombs off today's starter. Let's get a look at that, Thad. Let's see. The guy who's hit the most home runs off of any starter today is Christian Walker. He's 10 for 33 up against Clayton Kershaw, so pretty good average, basically hitting 300. He's got 5 home runs, so half of his hits have been for a home run. Maybe look at Christian Walker. Otherwise, it looks like Arenado, another possibly good one today. He has 6 career hits off Seth Lugo and 10 at-bats with only 3 of those 6 hits for home runs. So maybe Arenado's a good one. Hell, maybe even Mookie Betts. He has 7 career hits off Merrill Kelly with 3 of those 7 hits going for a home run. And obviously Mookie Betts is back in the MVP conversation. Certainly turned it up here as of late. I'd go with those guys. And of those guys, the only one you get lefty on righty matchup is Walker versus Kershaw. Let's get a look here at the bullpen and see which of those 3 bullpens of Dodgers, Padres, Diamondbacks has the worst home run per 9 coming out of the bullpen. Let's see. Diamondbacks are 1.3. Dodgers is 1.05. And then Padres was the other team. Padres, where are they? They are 0.6. Yeah, their bullpen's usually pretty good. Maybe Mookie Betts is the best one here based on the bullpens, because if you don't hit Merrill Kelly can be tough. Holy hell, he can be tough. But, 7... Now, I'm going to change it. I'm going Arenado. Something tells me Arenado is hitting a bomb today off Seth Lugo. How many home runs has he given up this season? Let's get a look here. Love the question, Thad. And everybody else, keep dropping in questions. I love it. We could sit here and go all day long on questions. Oh, yeah. He is a home run. How often do you give up the bomber? Not terrible. Only 14 home runs, 120 innings. I know. I'm going to stick to Arenado there, Thad. Answer your question. I'm going Arenado. Arenado is going to be the best guy to hit him, outside of obviously the two guys that I mentioned. Matt Olson's going yard today. What's up, Ty? What's up, man? Is this the Ty that is Bobby on Twitter, by the way? I just like to kind of make the connection so when I see you come up on two locations with a different name. So let me know if you're Bobby, by the way. But, yeah, Matt Olson against Lambert. Yeah, and then the Rockies bullpen, it's just gross. They allow the Rockies bullpen 2.37 home runs per 9 innings. Wow, I hear you, Ty. It ain't hard not to like Matt Olson today. I hear you. Wow, that bullpen, that's by far the worst number, 2.37. They should crush Lambert. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, Matt Olson's a good pick. Tucker might go yard today at Boston for the Houston Astros. What's up, Mark? Hope you're doing well, man. Yeah, I like it. Hard not to like that one. I got you, man. I got you. All right, let's jump into it, fellas. Let's do rapid fire here. Oh, this total's come back up. This total was at 7 when I was doing the handicapping last night and this morning. Now I'm seeing an over-under of 7.5 in Rays Marlins. Rays come in at plus 102. Marlins at minus 122. I like the over. I liked it at 7. I still like it at 7.5, I guess. But I really like the Rays plus 102 and really. Oh, let's see actually how I did yesterday. I'm always curious. Let's see. Let's run through yesterday's rapid fire before we do today's rapid fire. Yesterday I said Phillies run line. That cashed. Tigers Yankees, I said the under, but I said Tigers money line, so I would have gone 1-1. White Sox Orioles, I said Orioles run line. I got that right. Blue Jays Nationals, I said Blue Jays run line. I would have gotten that right. Astros Red Sox, I said take the over, obviously. And then I said only take the Astros because they're at plus money. Would have gotten 2-0 in that game. Rangers Mets, I didn't give out an over-under. Mets were my dog of the day. I would have lost that one. Twins Guardians, I said Guardians. They lost. I also said under. That game went way over, so I went 0-2 in that game. Padres Cardinals, I said take the under in that game. Neither of those teams could hit worse shit, but I said take the Padres, so I went 2-0 in that game. Brewers Cubs, I think I just said Cubs money line, which I would have lost. They lost the game. Pittsburgh Pirates Royals, I really struggled to even give out a lean in that game. I will struggle again today. It's just a gross series, gross matchup. Who gives a shit? Braves Rockies, of course I said the over, and of course everybody said Braves, so we got that. We went 2-0 in that game. Mariners Athletics, I'm sure I said Mariners run line, would have gotten that right. Giants Reds, I was on Giants. I don't remember being on an over-under. And then Dodgers Diamondbacks, I said take the over, and I said don't worry about a winner in that game. So, all right, pretty good yesterday. Not bad. I'm always curious. Hopefully you guys are curious too. I always like to look back, see how you did the previous day. All right, so Rays, Marlins. We're just going Rays money line, and I'm not getting into an over-under. So just give me Rays money line there. Angels and Phillies, over-under of 9.5. Angels plus 130, Phillies minus 155. I thought it was quite laughable, everybody giving out Angels money line yesterday because the value is there. I actually went back and forth on somebody on TikTok yesterday. I was like, all right, man, like every now and then I'll just feel like, I don't know, getting into it with somebody. I was like, why do you like the Angels today? And it literally sounded like I was talking to the squirrel because he was like something like, I've got them at like plus 112, but I can get them at plus 130. So there's value there. Fuck value at some point. Like, you want to take a bottom 5 bullpen? You want to take a team that's below the Mendoza line and hitting right-handers? Okay, so there's 18 effing cents of value. But you're getting no advantages in the game, but you're going to take the Angels because there's fucking value there. Get out of here with that value shit. Phillies on the run line, of course, today, plus 120. Don't even think twice about it. Yankees and Tigers, over-under of 8. Yankees at even money. Tigers at minus 120. Yeah, Yankees, they're a dog of the day today for me. Tigers are struggling. I would let me re-look at the numbers here, but they've come down versus right-handers a good what? I bet the under again today. I would probably take another stab at the under. I think the Yankees will have success against Screwball because that's what they do versus left-handers, but you do got to give Screwball some credit. He's a decently good pitcher, so he'll keep the game under, but I like the Yankees in that game. White Sox and Orioles, of course it's Orioles run line. They could always hit an over on themselves. That bullpen can always, if you haven't hit an over late, that bullpen can always chip in. Yeah, just give me the over in the Orioles run line. Nationals, Blue Jays, over under of 8. Nationals plus 160. Blue Jays minus 192. Blue Jays run line again. Yeah. Rangers and Mets, over under of 8.5. Rangers minus 130. Mets come in plus 110. Two left-handers on the mound. Neither team doing all that great right now versus left-handers. Mets bullpen, even though they lost it last night, one day is not going to implode your numbers, so they still do have some bullpen advantage, but certainly there is a little bit of concern there that they couldn't close it out with their high leverage guys yesterday. I'd probably just take an over and not worry about a winner in that game. Probably just go over 8.5. Astros and Red Sox, over under of 10.5 now, so we're on the right side of that one. Astros plus 102, Red Sox minus 122. This literally is rinse and repeat from yesterday. You take the over, for sure you take the over, and then you just take whoever's at plus money, just like we took the Astros yesterday at plus money. It looks like the Astros are the dog again today. Sure, sign me up. And you're actually getting the better bullpen, albeit very slightly, but you're definitely getting the better offense than the Astros. So, yeah, Astros again today as a dog. Why not? Guardians and Twins, over under of 7.5, plus 145 for the Guardians. Twins minus 175. That 7.5 is too low for me. Certainly would take the over in that game. The Twins grade out better, but minus 175. When Gavin Williams, I think he's going to be successful. I'll just stick to the over in that game. Give me an over 7.5. Padres and Cardinals, over under of 9. Padres minus 155. Cardinals plus 130. Do you think I'm taking the Cardinals? No, of course I'm not taking the Cardinals. That team's god bad. They don't even hit Adam Wainwright. Did the Padres. They did just enough, though, to get the win. I'm going back to the Padres today. Did me well yesterday. Love their bullpen advantages. I'll take the Padres on the run line, or maybe just minus 155. I'm fine with that, actually. Yeah, give me minus 155. I'll take the Padres money line. Although with these offenses still struggling, I would probably go right back to the under, too, like yesterday. Give me an under 9. Brewers and Cubs, over-under of 7, plus 114 for the Brewers. Cubs minus 135. I have to take an over with this. Steele and Burns they could both pitch great, but just too much hitter familiarity. Everybody knows what everybody's going to throw. And then you can obviously say the same from a bullpen. So definitely over 7. If I had to pick a winner, I would probably just go with whoever's a dog, and that's the Brewers at plus 114. Boy, the Cubs need to win today. They need to win this series if they're going to get back in the NL Central. I'll take the Brewers and over 7. Really like the over 7 a lot more. Pirates and Royals, over-under of 8.5. Pirates plus 130. Royals minus 155. If you're betting this game, why? Other than betting the NRFI of the day yesterday at plus money, did you really bet that game yesterday? I know Zach Greinke burned some people, and I was definitely a lean of mine. I feel your pain. I don't know. No lean in that game. Literally, who cares? Braves and Rockies, over-under of 12, minus 258 for the Braves. Rockies plus 210. Of course, it's Braves, and it's Braves every which way. Give me the over 12 again, too. They hit that shit on their own. Athletics Mariners, over-under of 7.5. Athletics plus 245. Mariners minus 305. George Kirby on the mound. It's almost enough said. That dude is a beast. And obviously the Mariners are smoking hot. So it's Mariners on the run line. Wouldn't get interested in an over-under. Would just take the Mariners on the run line at minus 130. Reds and Giants, over-under of 8. Plus 135 for the Reds. Giants minus 162. With another left-hander on the mound and another right-hander on the mound for the Giants. It's the same thing as yesterday. You take the Giants' money line. We know the Reds struggle right now versus right-handers. Alex Cobb's an all-star pitcher. And we know the Giants are surging right now versus left-handers. Rinse and repeat from yesterday. Give me the Giants at minus 162. And then for the Diamondbacks, Dodgers, over-under of 7.5. I'm just going to go back to, you can't give me a total like that for a division matchup and expect me to take an under. I'm going to take an over in that one. Would probably always take the Dodgers. I mean, their bullpen is still pretty good, right? Let me get a refresh. It's league average, but the Diamondbacks bullpen is below league average. So, yeah, I would certainly go back to the Dodgers again and certainly take an over in there. So that's the last game. Let's hop back into the comments section, see what we got right here. Huge day yesterday. Thanks to your picks and some. Man, nice, Mark. Hell yeah. Let's see if we can add to that today. Keep it rolling, man. Keep it rolling. Ty, you like Braves? Yes. Mariners? Yes. Orioles on the run line and taking Houston, Boston over 10 as a 4. I mean, you could take Braves run line, Mariners. I mean, yeah, you could change or just keep. I mean, yeah, that's a great 4-teamer. It's hard not to like that, Ty. Let's get another good cash. How do you get your stats on batters, hitters, lefters, righties, and all the other stats you mentioned? I'll put it up here so then I can show it. All right, that whoop. There you go. There's the link there. If it'll let me paste it. God damn it. Wouldn't let me paste it. Hold on. I'm not sure why it wouldn't let me paste it. There's your one for hitters infos. If you want, how does a pitcher perform in the first inning for like NRFI info? Hit that good plus money NRFI yesterday. Hell yeah, plus money NRFI. Here is a site where you can get how the pitchers perform. And I've got it already filtered to first inning, but you can look at, first 5. Obviously there's a lot of drop downs. But my bookmark is just saved for how do they do in the first inning. What other links do I have here? Fangraphs is the big one. That's where I get bullpen stats. And then that's where I get how do you hit lefties or how do you hit righties from a team perspective. As it says there in the comment, I did pay for a membership, so I get obviously a little bit more insides than a non-member. How much does it cost? I know I do the yearly membership. I know I have it on auto payment, and I've been buying it for a decade plus. So I couldn't tell you how much it costs, but I'm sure nothing crazy. Maybe $100 a year. I mean, nothing crazy. Let's see. What other stats do I have? Nothing. It's kind of. There's some other ones that maybe. So I use like Baseball Reference, but obviously ESPN to look at a pitcher's game log. But I think those are the main ones there, Mark. Those are probably the main ones, Mark. Yankees scare me if Screwball shows up today. I hear you. That's why I said take the under 9, because if Screwball does his job, the Tigers can hit right-handers, and Michael King's pretty good, and the Yankees will then roll out a bullpen day, and the Yankees have a good bullpen. I like the under, but I also like the Yankees on the money line. But I hear you. I wouldn't drop it in a parlay. You're right. It's a standalone play because you're getting it at plus money. I wouldn't drop it in a parlay. You're welcome, Ed. No worries, man. No worries. What is that, over-under? What was that, 8, I think, in that Yankees-Tigers game? And it was a 4-1 game yesterday? Yeah, I like the under. Yankees at even money. I hear you. That's why I said, Screwball, you do got to give him credit. But the Yankees, they hit left-handers. That is what they do. That's been a recurring theme for, I don't know, a better part of a month. Let's see if Screwball faced the Yankees last year. I know he hasn't this year because he's came back so late from injury. See if he faced them last year. Screwball didn't face the Yankees last year. 2021. Starting to get away from you here. Faced the Yankees 2 times. The first time he got crushed, 3 innings pitched, gave up 4 runs, came back about a month later and pitched 6 innings shutout ball. That feels like a Screwball, the Screwball we know, right? Has the stuff, but then the Yankees hit left-handers. So, yeah, don't put that one in a parlay there, Ty. You don't want to lose a good parlay play because the Yankees do something like that. Any other questions, fellas? Anybody else got anything else? Anybody got anything else? I got another 3-0 sweep cooking up over here. 3-0 sweep. Just like yesterday's 3-0 sweep. I think we're going to go 3-0 again today. Anybody? Anything else? Anybody? Any other questions? Should we build a parlay? I love building a parlay. Let's hit this. I'm building it. Building a parlay, and then I'll drop. What parlay do I want to build? Let's see. Let's see. Let's get cooked in here. Let's go, boys. Cook up a parlay on this Tuesday. Let's go small-ish to definitely pay for the lottery ticket. Phillies on the run line, Orioles on the run line, Blue Jays on the run line, Braves on the run line. So this one will pay for the lottery ticket. Got it. And so we'll go under 8 in Yankees Tigers, over 7.5 in Rays Marlins. I'm not going to do the Astros Red Sox. Obviously, I'm already on that play. Rangers Mets, I'll go over 8.5. Brewers Cubs, I'll go over 7. I'll take a chance. It's that even money. I like it. Watch the Cubs, man. Watch the Cubs. It'd be tricky to see how they deploy their bullpen today. They've got to win these 2 games if they want to get back in the Central race. All right. Put some money on that sucker. All right, bam. Acuna, stolen base, and -3. Fade your home team right to the cash counter. I hear you, gent. Yeah. What was that deal yesterday with the fans running on and apparently tackled Acuna? How can that happen in this day and age? How do security guards not get their fat asses over there and tackle a guy? How does Acuna get taken out by a fan? I have no idea. Did we not have security guys every 100 feet? You can't have a fan take out Acuna or any player. I still don't get that. $100 to win $4,000. Nice. For your parlay that you said is Braves, Mariners, O's, and then the over in Astros, Red Sox. God damn, that parlay looks really stinking good. Really hard not to like that parlay there, Ty. Really hard not to like that. All right, fellas, I'm going to go ahead and drop. Come on back for tomorrow. We'll, of course, preview that MLB slate live at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Live at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you guys for bringing the questions, the comments, the energy. Love to see it. Have yourself a day, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow.